Welcome to my class. Our event today, scatter diagram. In the statistics portions, we know the scatter diagram is one of the very important techniques in statistics. After all, scatter diagram is such a techniques that give you a result of relationship between two components. In facts of view, I'm just giving you some background of scatter diagram. In the first section of the 18th century, when the population data has been organized with a several and spatial way, then we have to decide about our presentational views of statistical developments by help of several relationship of dependence and independence variabilities. To mention the dependent and independent relationship and exist facts of view of the general identities, that what should the data and what should the relation between two data, whatever the data has taking some relationship with their dependency, with non-dependency, maybe the data have no relation between each others. To justify the proper identity of given result of internal analysis of database, we have to use such a technique, that is scatter diagram. Here, in fact of view, the scatter diagram is one of the important issues that give you the prominent result of dependency. Not only that, it also give you the several identities of data which is really reliable or variable to each data to another, to sections of several identities of aspect of spatial measurements. In fact of views, each and every sections of measurmental abilities, there you may use the scatter diagram. Several phenomenetic activities may be divided and decided by the authority. Whatever you mention to justify the basic identity of data relationship. In the facts of views, correlation coefficient is a technique, and this is a portion that is the establishment of graphical presentation how the data should be belongs with the identity of the relationship between variability, reliability, and also consistency with the sections of the result of relationship that may be sections of identifications, may become in sampling way, may become in several kinds of sources, primary and secondary activities. Now is the facts of view, the scatter diagram. It's a technique and the database of scatter diagram. You will just look at boards and facts view, that what is the fraction that is being given for the factors of scatter diagram database formations. In facts are the first. Here, you will just mention the proper event of the facts. That is, the scatter diagram mentions. You have to make a table here. In the startup table, in the first sections, here is serial number. This is the serial number. Then X. Then Y. Here, the serial number, it may be called as a block name, may be here. Serial number maybe here is a block, not at all maybe there. And the facts of view, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has a serial number here. After that, we'll mention here as X our data, and X should be independable here. You have to first choose the data, what is the basic relation between two data. At first, you will just chalk out your final sections of heading here. At first, you get the data and go through the data, whatever the heading there, it normal rainfall and then productions. If the normal rainfall is a X and production is a Y. Why? Because rainfall is independable sections. Production will be depends on the variation of rainfall. That's why rainfall will be called as an independable data and production as a dependable data. As well as same that population growth and fertility, population growth and mortality, population growth and poverty. These are sections of views. You have to justify your own self of your own decisions that what the data should be called as a dependable or independable. Independable section should be here as a X and dependable data should be here as a Y. Then I will mention the data points, that is maybe 20, 31, 36, 41, 74. As well as Y, like 15, 20, 16, 19, 17. And the same way that you need so far has given for this database of scatter diagram, the real structure of heading should be this like as X, Y, then X square, then y square, then xy, then yc equal to a plus b into x. Here, for the sections of scatter diagram, you also use the x and y, and you will make your first diagram. In which way? The facts here. At first, by x and y, we'll get a scale on semi. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a x-axis. This is a y-axis in sense. In facts of view, x is the highest value 74 and the lowest value according to data 20. In facts of y, the highest value here 20 and lowest value 15. To measure the scale, to decide your scale on fractions of views of several data which have been given here. At first here, that is the x as the first intersections of first axis, x, here the 20, then you will get a scale, maybe taking 10 as an interval here. And it will be here as like as 10, 20, 30, as well as goes to highest 74, then 80. Okay, and the same of views in the y-axis, lowest 15, highest 20. Then you will get here as 5, 10, 15, 20 in factor ratios. Maybe you will get a scale in several changes way. Our intersections, that is x and y, you will get it in a 20 interval. That would be valid. Maybe that 0, 20, 40, 60, 80. That will be taken. And the same of the y value, that highest is 20. The same way we will get 5, 10, 15, 20. It may be happen. After all, it is depend on you. With the factor of view, the scale x and y should be taken several views of the data were given in the dataverse. You will use any one method here. Maybe this scale, maybe this scale. All are valid. In the factor of views, you have to make a point as a scatter. I mean, 20 reference to 15. At first you go to 20 and then goes to 15. That's the first scatter here. And then 31, 20. Here 31 and here 20. Here 36, 16. 36 and 16. As well as you will mention here, it's called scatter points and the diagram is called scatter diagram. To mention, to develop the scatter diagram, you will get only two data and you will mention a complete your data, your diagrams, the factor views. But the matter is that after taking the scatter diagram, if you are asked to establish a relation between two data, then you have to take in several kinds of mathematical adjustment here as a x squared, y squared, xy and y is equal to a plus bx. And the facts of view, you will just prominence here as the x, then x squared, y, then y squared, xy, and you have to got every summation for each column. Is it clear? Here, summation x, summation y, summation x squared, summation y squared, and the facts of view, summation xy. You have to find out every summation result of the data. And after that, after completing such a way, you have to solve a simple equation to get the value of here a and b. Here the equation, the mention here, yc equal to a plus b into x. The sections of a and b, you have to find out the value of a and b. To sections of the values of the a and b, then you have to take in several equations. And the equation is summation y equal to a into n plus b into summation x, the first equation. And second equation, summation xy equal to a into summation x plus b into summation x square. This is the second equation, as well as this is the first equation, this is the second equation. To input the value of each here, you remember here the fact of this n is the number of frequency here. N, this n is number of frequency. It is frequency. Number of frequency. Is it clear? In the facts of view, these two equations will provide you the value of a and b. After that, you'll mention here and make a very simple multiplication with the summations with b into x plus a and getting the value of y is equal to a plus bx. After that, to complete such of sections, you will just activate the several adjustment as well as mentions here, as well as to justify a prominency like x and y. Here x and y like are basic several justifications and basic the sentence of the values as a x and y here, just giving the scatter. After scattering to taking 3 of the points in below at the sections of here givens, 3 of the points have to get out here and taking to complete here the section. Remember that in the least square methods, the data should be in the linear in way. It's called the linear regression as a scatter diagram. At the views of section, it may be here as prominency. It may be as like this as a negative sections. It's called positive. It's called negative. And here in the relationship, the parallel or horizontal line should be decided as the no relation sections. But the facts of views in the several identity will be given the prominency of result of given data. In way of the views that you will complete your scatter diagram sections. And if you think you have any query, you must give me questions. I must give a reply. Thank you.